So to remove this starter, Mopar has laid out instructions. Take off your air hose, get down in there, remove the throttle body bracket, which, I mean, you don't have to do, but it does free up a lot of space. I did it without removing that, but it's just easier having more space. So also another step you do not have to do is remove this battery. But again, more space you have, the easier it is to work with. And removing these are very simple. 10 millimeter to get the negative side off first. Use the other 10 millimeter to take this positive side off. And then I used two 6-inch extensions with a 13 millimeter long to get down to that bolt right here to remove the battery. It's a bracket. So once you have the battery up and out of the way, underneath your upper radiator hose, come down to your throttle body, which will be 4 10 millimeter bolts with, I'll get the size of that one in a second, but anyways, you come up underneath this wire, there's a bracket holding it on. Now, I'm not going to replace the whole starter again because I've already done that. I just want to give you guys a better, clear picture of the bolt sizes and where they're located and how to ground it and all that fun stuff, because what I was seeing out there was very unclear. They would show, and I get it, because underneath this manifold right here, you can only put one hand down there, but again, it's not a really hard job. There's only two 15 millimeter bolts holding that starter on. I removed this clip right here to give me some more room. There we go. It's a little red tab. Yeah, I removed this one too to give me some more room, because like I said, it's one hand in there. So there's your ground for your starter. It's on the outside of that casing. So that's your one 15 millimeter bolt. And you come down here past the throttle body and there's the other 15 millimeter bolt. And again, you don't have to actually remove this throttle body. I've done it. It'll save you some time, but it's just not worth the stress. Take off the throttle body. So the bracket that's holding on the throttle body is a 13 millimeter. So 4 10s, a 13. You got two 15 millimeter bolts that are holding the starter on. And what's nice about having this battery gone is you can really move these wires wherever you want. So once you get this hose up and out of the way, and again, I know I don't like to be bending up these hoses, but it's a pretty new car, so hoses are in really good shape. But if it's older and you hear they're cracking, you obviously don't want to play with those too much. But like I said, this one's good. What I'm going to be doing today is well, here I can actually just show you. Reach back in here. I know you can't see, but holding this wire, when it was originally taken off, as you could tell, the wiring harness connector right here is completely shot. So I'm going to be replacing this one with a new one we got from Mopar. So that's what we're going to be tackling right now. I don't actually need to take out the starter to do this. So if in the process of breaking that solenoid wire when it's coming off, here we go. Here's the part number and everything that you need to grab from Jeep if you break it. And it's really easy to set up. They come with two different wires. I'm gonna go with a thicker one because it matches what's currently on the vehicle now. And you'll have just this black piece. And all you do is just insert that wire until you hear the click. See if I can get in there. Yep, that's it. Just go in there until you hear the click. So with this wire, you want to take just a normal box cutter. Don't cut it on top of the radiator hose, because you slip, your repair just got a lot more expensive. But cut off as much of the protective casing as you can. You don't want to remove all of it, because you slide it down as best you can, because you're going to want to cover up once you splice two wires together. We're going to cut this, put the new one on, and then yeah, like I said, just solder it together, and that's how we replace this wire. I'm not going to finish filming the rest of this because most of you are probably not in for that. You're in just for the starter. And then once you get all those brackets and stuff out, you pull the starter off towards the passenger side. You'll have to rotate it completely because you're going to need the wires to come out first. And if yours isn't broke, make sure you be very careful so you do not break this clip, this harness. And then there are a thick red and an orange wire. They both connect to the positive terminal of the starter. And like I said, your ground, when you put the ground back on, it's connected to the top bolt right there. Like I said, that's a 15 millimeter.